tend to take things we see every day for granted, as we think we've figured everything out in society. But in reality, the most basic things we encounter actually baffle scientists. Here are everyday things that are still a mystery to science. Before we start, get your dose of the richest every day by subscribing to our channel. Peanut allergies. Peanut allergies were not quite an everyday thing until the past 20 years, and scientists can't pinpoint why. This is because there are so many theories that the time it takes to test them out takes a process of years. Scientists have come up with a theory that because children are growing up in much cleaner environments today than 50 years ago, so maybe their immunity isn't as good. Another theory is that peanuts are being processed differently these days, along with a theory that peanuts are getting introduced too late. Tomatoes. Besides the controversy with the tomato being a fruit but is treated like a vegetable, scientists are baffled by tomatoes. Why? Tomatoes have more genes than humans do, and scientists can't figure out why. Scientists have been continuously studying the genome of the fruit, but nothing conclusive can be determined in solving the mystery. There are theories that the tomato has so many genes as a survival tactic, but considering the genes aren't contributing to anything substantial, the mystery continues. Magnetoception. Animals have something that humans don't, and that is the ability to somehow sense magnetic fields. This is known as magnetoception, and science is having a hard time explaining why it exists. For example, pigeons do have traces of magnets in their beaks, and this has inspired a theory that claims that maybe animals have magnetic bars in their DNA cells, giving animals the ability to feel magnetic fields and their shifts. But there is also another theory that believes that animals have sight that is sensitive to magnetic fields as well. Is any of this proven yet? No. Hiccups. Hiccups are something we encounter often, much to our annoyance. But what makes hiccups even more annoying is the fact that scientists can't figure out why we do it. Hiccups happen when the diaphragm inhales air quickly, and they tend to happen if we eat or drink too fast. However, doctors and scientists can't figure out why they happen, as they don't contribute to any survival tactics, and they can't explain the biological response. Not only can we not figure out hiccups, but figuring out how to stop them can be just as complicated. Smiling. Smiling is one of the most basic actions in our behavior, and yet it is one of the most complex actions. Even though we do it every day, scientists can't figure out why we smile. Sure, we know how we perceive smiling, and we follow the rules of expectation to smile to express joy, but how humans learned how to smile is a mystery. Even blind babies know how to smile. Psychologists have theorized that we learned how to smile from animals baring their teeth. Crying. We cry. Some of us cry more than others. Sure, we feel sadness, but scientists have been trying to figure out exactly why we cry when we're sad, since we cry when cutting onions and when we're feeling pain. Animals have been known to cry as a reaction to pain, but for humans, it's a bit more complicated. It goes deeper than just feeling sadness, as it can be expressed in any kind of way. Scientists believe that the reason we cry goes back to the early days of man, and that presenting a physical sign of fear and sadness in the form of crying might inspire predators and enemies to have mercy on us. The cat's purr. We all know that cats purr, but we mistakenly believe that cats purr only when they are happy. Science has shown that this simply isn't true, as cats can purr when they're hungry or scared. Clearly, cats purr to respond to something in their environment, but there is no data to prove what is going on in a cat's mind when they start to purr, leaving the sensation to remain a mystery. Breasts. While we humans may enjoy breasts in a sexual way, science can't tell us why. In fact, humans are the only species where the female has permanently enlarged breasts, and we're the only species that is turned on by them. Animals see breasts to do what they're intended to do, provide milk for their young. However, for humans, breasts appeal to our sexual needs, regardless of whether we're male or female. Why? Science can't provide an answer. Blue eyes. Human babies all have blue eyes when they're born, and then the pigment in their eyes darkens to their regular color by the time they reach the age of 2. That is adorable and all, but scientists can't tell us why that happens. Scientists believe they might have a lead into cracking the case, and they think it might have something to do with melanin, but it's nothing conclusive enough to consider this mystery solved. Sexual orientation. Sexual orientation has been quite controversial in the past century, as it determines whether someone is hetero or homosexual. Scientists can't figure out why we are attracted to the gender we find most appealing. It is believed to be biological, but scientists can't figure out what part of our biology determines our sexual orientation. Sure, society and religion will tell us what we should be attracted to, but our bodies and minds will tell us differently. Well folks, what do you think of these mysterious mysteries? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're here, you know the drill. Check out these other videos, like this one, and subscribe to The Richest for more wacky content every day. Bye-bye!